Hello there and welcome to another episode of Exploring Operating Systems, a series where we basically look at a lot of visual user interfaces and such from operating systems, some that are real and some that are fake. And on this occasion, we are looking at something, I just snorted, we're looking at something real. We're looking at something that is an actual operating system, which, besides Windows and such, this is a Linux distro. This is EasyPeasey Linux. And I'll tell you right now, based on what I know, this is actually a spin-off of Ubuntu. I'm trying to think of my words there. But yeah, it's supposed to be a spin-off of Ubuntu. And you can kind of see where I'm coming from that. You can kind of see it's actually got the Ubuntu Software Center. It's got a lot of other stuff. And based on the name, it's literally designed to be easy to use. Easy peasy. Is it not easy peasy enough? But here we are. This is, well, I don't know what you call this. The home screen or the desktop. I wouldn't really call it a desktop because there's the basic well-known factors of what makes a desktop, with a kind of like some kind of interface at the bottom, maybe like a taskbar, maybe at the top maybe some kind of like dock or something. I don't know, something like that. Icons in the center. This case, it's more kind of like a tablet interface, and this is kind of where the people who built this were going, kind of thing. This is actually meant to be installed on those old little netbook computers, if you know, from back in the day, those little tiny little baby computers that for some reason people just despised. But yeah, that's what this little computer is for. This little operating system is for. It's for those little computers, and it's supposed to be built to run fast as well. So, and it's quite easy to access and easy to use. And in many cases, it might even be used for touchscreen based laptops. And you can kind of see what I mean when I try to interface with it, when I try to interact with it, and you can kind of see some stuff going on right here. And it's actually quite easy to interact with stuff. So these are all the little menus here. The favourites bit is probably what you can kind of see from other Linux distros, and if you're not familiar with Linux, the closest thing I can get to the favourites thing is probably when you're pinning icons to your start screen in Windows 8 or Windows 10, or for people like me it's Windows Phone, or maybe like the home screen on your Android device, or I don't really know if I know that iOS has a lot of individual screens, but they're mostly just the main screen, different pages. But this is completely different in many different ways. You can kind of see how it's organised here. It's very simple. It's very out of the box, kind of. It stares you right in the face. This is what goes on, kind of thing. So the thing about favourites is I can actually remove icons from favourites, and it's completely blank. I can go into some stuff here. I can, well, hopefully I can. Apparently I can't. Oh, okay. This is how the Windows open. That's actually quite helpful. Thanks. Now you'll notice how it's booted into full screen. It's started up in full screen in the window. This little icon here, this little lemon here, you think that in some way this is probably some kind of menu icon or something like that. It's not. It's actually a show desktop icon kind of thing, and the icons for the different programs open in these little icons at the top here, these little buttons, which is kind of intuitive as seen. There's some games here, there's accessories or so forth, and you can double click on the window to get it to a more like windowed state, center window state, so you can actually, I don't know, maybe interact with it a little bit better, I suppose. I move it about, and of course this is because this is based on Ubuntu, and kind of like a tablet interface based on Ubuntu kind of thing. The UI is basically similar to that of Ubuntu. You can actually kind of see where it's going with that as well. You got the kind of like, some icons are Ubuntu based. You can kind of see this Ubuntu desktop and the desktop icon kind of thing. So your desktop folder. So it's kind of like if you've ever like tried to break into a Windows phone, because of course you can't do that, or any kind of smartphone, especially a Windows phone, you start to notice how basically the file system in the phone is the exact same as the desktop version. And in this case, you've got this little tablet version of Ubuntu, or simplified version of Ubuntu, with the file system basically being the same. And that is that for files. But there's a whole lot of different links, so you can get quick links to your documents, your music, and videos and such. Accessories, you've got your calculator. Yes, you can right click and add that to favorites. And now I've got my calculator, my favorites, so I can always quick access it. When I get back to this. Now, yes, it does. Now this little click here to hide all windows and show the home screen. So that is the favorite screen is the home screen, compared to all these assorted little menus or listed of programs. But as you've already seen, this minimizes all windows to this little kind of, maybe call it a taskbar, or some kind of like a task drawer or something. I don't know, some kind of like task dock. You can't seem to pin links to your folders and such, but don't have to worry about that. Passwords and encryption keys. Tomboy. This gets me every time. Tomboy notes. Why? Get it. Gedit. Get it now. I'm going to pin that. So just show you some stuff. So, I'll Riot Solitaire. What the heck? Basically, it's a solitaire game, but it's very weirdly named, and it's set to Klondike. Mahjong gung gung gung. What's with multiple G's? That is very weird. Mahjong gung 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 gung. That is weird. Quadrupedal. What is that? Some kind of like Tetris. Tetris game. And I think I was right. It's a very weird name. Some of the things you get in Linux are just weirdly named. Simplify your naming structures, people. Game? No. And it is pretty much a very simplified version of Tetris. That's actually quite fun. I could play this for hours. That's probably not what you want to see me doing, but yeah, that is a little Tetris game. Now, let me just get this one bit. Let me get this one bit, please. Can I? No, I'll put you there. Woohoo! Got that. There we go. That is a little quadrupedal Tetris thingamabobber Sudoku. Easy game. I don't really know how to play this. My gran can play it for some reason. People that I don't know can play this. I can't. So I'm just going to end it there. So I'll Riot Solitaire. Mahjong gong 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 gong. I know how to play Mahjong to a certain extent. I think. But it's just the way it's named. It's Mahjong with extra G's. It's just should be one G, people. Spell things properly, or things. Now graphics. I've already shown accessories. Yes, I have. Picasa, a Google application which is now called Google Photos. I think at one point in time, I was about to make that up. I think that I thought Picasa, when GNOME protects your camera, when GNOME I was going to say it again. When GNOME detects a camera, it offers you a choice of your import from it. Picasa can be integrated with GNOME or GNOME, such as pressing import launches Picasa and takes you to the import screen, whatever. That is Picasa. Get off right now. No, it's very like Windows like. Probably shouldn't compare Linux to Windows because they're two different worlds in that case. But you can kind of see the installer is kind of similar. It's even got the same fonts and such going on. It's basically the same kind of Windows installer thing going on. I'm just going to cancel that because I don't really care about Picasa, but I was about to make it up thinking that Picasa was actually from a different company that then Google bought over, but I could be wrong. So if you're watching this on YouTube, would ask you that to comment down below and maybe correct me on that if I'm wrong. But let's go to the internet tab, and we've got stuff like empathy. I want empathy in my life, a lot of it. Welcome to empathy. With empathy you can chat with people online nearby and with friends and colleagues, so use Google Talkie Talk, AIM and Windows Live and many other chat programs. So it's interlinked. You can use many different chat programs. Transmission BitTorrent client. Ho ho. I don't know. I don't really use torrents that much. Most of the stuff I use is more archived, just big files that I download and stuff. If I don't need to download, not saying that I do any piracy of that kind of sort, but hee-haw. Gwibber, where's all these weird names? Gwibber, social client. Jeez, just get out of that. Yeah, unsafe storage. Here's something that's familiar. Go away. Skype. Skype. I agreed to the London Libraries agreement. Oh, no emergency calls and no important blah 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 blah. The big thing. Let's read it together. No, I give up. Now, Firefox, a web browser we're all familiar with, or you may think so. This is the old version of Mozilla Firefox before they updated it. I can tell you right now, we'll get to there in a bit, but this hasn't been updated I think in a long time, and the latest version of Linux distros have of course a more familiar version of Firefox, the one we kind of know today, but we'll close it off just now. Of course the icons are always the same with Linux. They're very kind of like clip art-ish, and you know, something you see on like clip art through Microsoft Office or something. It's very similar to that. You can kind of find these icons on Google. Make your own icons, people. Just laziness. But OpenOffice is basically just an alternative to Microsoft Office, and when you get to the hang of them, they are actually really good. They're quite fair software clients, software bundles. The presentation one especially, and the word processor one especially, basically all three of them. The whole OpenOffice package is basically similar to how you would experience Microsoft Office back into the version 2003 version of Office, Office 2003 for Windows XP. There's no like tabbing or anything like that. It's all just the simple menu structure. You can see, double click. You can kind of see it right here. None of the tab things going on. The ribbon's not there. It's just a little bit more simple. If you want a more open Office client, to my knowledge, there is a WPS Office, which I am not too sure if it is actually free or not, so I'm thinking this out of my bum. I think it is actually free. I think it comes with ads and such. But yeah, if you want something closer to Microsoft Office that is freer than Microsoft Office or cheaper, go for WPS Office for that. But if you're on Linux or if you're on Windows and you just want a free Office client, you know, you don't really worry about it too much, get OpenOffice, or the alternative to OpenOffice called Libreoffice. Basically it's all the same stuff. I'm pretty sure Libre and OpenOffice are basically the same client, just rebranded and so forth. But that's just that. So Evolution, Mail and Calendar. That is a very weird name. Sorry. Sounds. Let's get some sounds in this. Banshee Media Player, Movie Player, Cheese Webcam Booth, and Sound Recorder. That's very simple naming. Banshee Media Player, Movie Player. Now, a lot of people especially people that I've watched on YouTube, get quite annoyed at the naming conventions of some, you know, Linux alternatives to standard software kind of thing. Like, there is a music platform, a media platform similar to like Windows Media Player called Clementine. but it doesn't really clarify in its name that it's actually a media player. So you're looking at it kind of going, what the heck is Clementine? And then you go and investigate more, and then you realise it's a video music player. I think even you can even show pictures through it as well. But yeah, fiction naming conventions, people. Movie player. These are quite simple. I'm not too fussed if brands. I mean, the only reason why brands put their naming stuff into their products is to identify them, because one brand, because you get 1,000,001 different types of calculators and so forth. So maybe the structure and how it's built is, you may prefer the Windows version of the calculator compared to the Linux versions. And funnily enough, you can actually get a Windows style software on Linux. Something you probably would like to know. We'll get to cheese later on. I might even showcase my face on here, but yeah, we don't really need to concern ourselves with that kind of stuff. It's all just basic stuff. And of course, the only reason the sound recorder would be bad is if the hardware you were running this on, the real hardware, not the virtual machine I've got this on, if you had this on a netbook or something like that, all the software in this, in my own opinion, would only be as limited as the hardware. So the movie player, maybe the films would only be as slow. It's all offline stuff. It's basically just like VLC, which you can get for Linux, by the way. But it's basically VLC, and that way you can run. I think you can run it from DVD. Yeah, you can DVD menu, and you can run it from DVD. You can watch MP4 videos and so forth through it. And the last tab is system. Just a lot of like settings and base stuff. You'll notice right here when I try to scroll down, I can't use the scroll bar. I can use the scroll wheel on my mouse, or I can drag the what would you call this? The panel or something like that. This little menu thing going on here. I can't really figure out what to call this little panel or something. You can drag it, and you can scroll down with the scroll wheel, and you can even use the arrow key as well. Just use the arrow key like so. Computer janitor. What does this do? Did not find anything to clean up. Ah, fair enough. Basically stuff to do like maybe like malware or something like that, or maybe just cache cleanup kind of thing. Disk utility is probably similar to the disk utilities you get for Windows and such. They help clean up your partitions and so forth on the hard drive and so forth. Gparted. Maybe the same. I'm not too sure. I am not too sure, to be honest. Install EasyPeasy, because of course Linux, you can test out your software before you actually install it permanently onto your hard drive. You can run this off a CD or through a USB drive and just run it through like so. Language support, network tools, login screen. What does this do? Login screen. When the computer starts up, I don't think it's going to be unlock. Fair enough. Forget that. There's not actually an option to change the wallpaper for some reason, but if I do try to change the resolution, I've figured there's something wrong when it comes to displaying this little menu thing going on. Apparently it's, if you make the screen bigger, this is still in a little corner kind of thing, so it's not really good in that sense. And I will do just that, and I will see you in just a couple minutes. Basically, I'm going to go and see if I can make this bigger. So that is 800 by 600. I'm going to try and see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Now 4.3. Nope. Make it a little bit larger. Now I will be back in just a minute and showcase what this looks like. Okay, so here we are. This is basically what the interface looks like after you change the screen resolution. The little menu thing at the top here doesn't seem to want to work right. So it's all just like one corner, and you can't seem to change the wallpaper for some reason. I don't know what option I have to choose for that one. And I've been looking for quite a while, and I can't seem to find it, and the interface has crashed on me. I can't seem to find a good option. Monitors. That's the same app I've already been on. Put it back to 1800 by 600 because that's the only easiest thing that will work with this. Apply. Now, as I've already mentioned, I cannot seem to find. I keep using the flipping scroll bar. That is awkward as heck. Screensaver. Ah, so you can choose. What the heck is this? Ant Spotlight. Preview. That is just weird. It's interesting, but it's absolutely weird. Wow. Leave full screen. Cosmos. Oh, that is actually quite nice. I think they're just. I think it's just a little picture slideshow. But yeah. Oh, okay. I love these things. Fiber lamps. Fiber. What do you call them again? Well, they're fiber lights. I love this stuff. Fiber optic is what it is. That's what I was looking for. But I love the animation. Just plumps out like that. Regard the computer as idle after 5 minutes. That's probably just the same as saying, you know, bring over a screensaver after X amount of time. Floating feet. I love that one though. I love the animation. Is there a way to change it? No. There's not. Doesn't even be a way to change it. I love fiber lamp though, and can actually go back into it. I'm going to go back into preview. Use the arrow. Leave. I keep doing it, but you can see it changing colour and so forth. It's actually quite a nice little thing. I actually own one in real life, but own two. One that is a bit cheaper than the other. Doesn't change colour. That's the gnome feet. That is the logo for GNOME, which is a Linux distro. One of the original Linux distros, I think. But it's a very weird foot. I'll get you, foot. Hello, foot. Now, the floating Ubuntu logo. You notice how the Ubuntu logo is basically made to look like people are, you know, clutching hands together in a circle. That's basically what it's meant to look like. Oh, fuzzy flakes. That's a lot. I'm not sure about that one. Glib. GL blur. I think that's where it's supposed to be. Glur. It's obviously lagging. I don't know if it's just because it's in a virtual machine or what, but it's very laggy. GL cells. I think this is similar to a screensaver I've seen before called Mitosis, and a program that a guy's created before called Mitosis. Basically, it's another kind of thing as well, where a whole bunch of cells just spread about, kind of thing, and duplicate. Are some of them dying? I think some of them are dying or merging with each other. Fair enough. GL Matrix. Oh, that's similar to like the kind of thing you see on the Matrix, computer hacking and stuff. It's all Japanese. Are you seeing this? It's all Japanese. Oh, that's nice. It's like little fit. Are you serious right now? I kind of thought that. No, they're not. It's a school of fish. They're basically just little pixels, but they look like fish. And they're kind of swimming around each other. That's actually quite a nice little screensaver. I wish I had that for Windows. I'd be setting that all the time. Wow, that's quite funky. Not funky in a bad way, funky in a good way. Oh, slideshow. Fair enough. Ubuntu GL text, basically similar to the text options you get, the screensaver, the 3D text screensaver you get on Windows. It's very similar to that. So Ubuntu Linux 2.6.32221 generic. That one, this is trippy. That is trippy as heck. Wow. Hyper Taurus. It's actually quite interesting to look at. Half these ones are quite, you know, you want to stare at them for hours because it just seems so fascinating. Pictures folder. There's nothing in there. Is that the last one? Yeah, that's the last one. But those are some screensavers for you to look at. Now, if you're still watching this page, Ubuntu 1, is that the App Store or something? I'm not sure what that is. Authentication error. Sound. There's no sound on the virtual machine. Startup applications. Basically similar to the startup system in Windows, where you basically highlight a bunch of programs you want to use to start up with, and they will literally start up when you turn on the computer. Windows, not the operating system. Maximize, blah 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 blah. Preferred applications, screens. I've already been there, but let me know what you think about the screensavers. What one do you think took your fancy, kind of thing? Mine was definitely the school one, the School of Fish one. I thought that was quite cute. I keep using the famous scroll bar. Menu. Oh, actually, you can rearrange the menus and stuff. That's actually quite smart. Other. What? I want to. What? Office. What? I'm confused. Accessories. Debian. Education and. I don't know. Keyboard. I don't know. Appearance. Background. I've been looking for this for ages. Didn't even know that. Ah, that is annoying. And it changes by instance. Instantly. A little glass of water. I like that one. Ubuntu. Yeah, that's actually the Ubuntu one. That's actually Ubuntu one. The Ubuntu wallpaper. You kind of see it there. And of course, as I've already mentioned, this is an Ubuntu kind of like sub. What do you call it? Distro. It's a sub distro of a distro kind of thing, which is a thing on Linux kind of thing. It's not really a case of copyright or anything like that. I like that. I like this kind of thing. I like that. I like the little dock. What's this? That's weird. Out of focus. I don't even know what that is. Stones. Fair enough. The little flower. Pink flower. It reminds me of Windows 8 for some reason. Because it's got that little background thing. A leaf. Hello. What is this? What is this? What does this do? Cosmos. Is this a screen? Is this a rotating image? What is this? Busqueda Nocturna. Yeah, whatever. No desktop background, but you can change the solid color though. Oh wow, that's a very fun looking wheel. I don't know. What color should I make this? I could have fun for this for ages, but I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have much fun with me just doing this all the time. That is very radioactive. I'm sorry. I do apologise. Yeah, right. I'm going to set it to the dock because I'm going to set it to the stones because I actually like that much better. That's actually quite a nice background. Is there an about thing for here so I can find out the version number? If possibility possible. Flaming things crashed. Keep going. Windows. Basically, this is of course based on Linux, as I've already mentioned. But unfortunately, this is actually the final release of this distro because the distro was actually cancelled late. I think it was 2015, which is even worse. I'm actually searching for it right now. It's literally discontinued. It first started it off in 2008, and the latest release is from 2010, and the latest quote-unquote preview is from the March 2012. So yeah, it's very, very dated. So you can I kind of see why Firefox is a little bit but old, basically. So because it's for that reason, because it's very. I don't know why I like doing this for some reason. When I used to use Windows Phone a lot of the time, I used to like this kind of animation thing you used to do. If you used to drag the menu too far up, you get this little bouncing animation going on. That's kind of fun. Now this was EasyPeasey Linux. I can't even remember what version it was because I can't seem to find it. And it could actually be version 2.0 or even version 1.6 from 2010, but I can't really tell you. But with that being said, OpenOffice.org, I need to look into that a little bit more for history's sakes. But with that being said, I am Ricky. Thanks for watching Exploring Operating Systems, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like and comment, and also let me know what your favourite screensaver was that I showcased. That being said, I will see you next time. Bye!